Los Angeles, California, where the mad scientist party hour.
Hello there, friends! And welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name is Kevin Kraft, joined once again by a man who lost his pants and underwear in a tornado and was celebrating 6ix9ine Day by throwing a twister on his boner. That's Jeff Clark.
I never had him in the first place.
And transmitting to us from a McDonald's ball pit, the bearded booger-eating grimace known as Shuddy Boy.
You.
Brat, brat.
Brat, brat. Thanks.
Just
I rolled a really lousy joint. I was trying to figure out if it could be saved, but it's...
It looks very cylindrical. Did you do that? You do that by hand?
No. I did it with the machine, with the roller.
Yeah.
But it's not packed. It's too floppy.
No one likes their joints floppy. Man, when I was young, like, I don't know, my first couple of years of smoking weed, I've never been able to like just roll a joint by hand. And before I got one of those rolling machines, we got like an eighth of weed. We scored an eighth of weed, but nobody had any paraphernalia, no way to smoke it. So we tried. They just like nominated me, and I'm like, dude, this is the worst idea ever. But who knows? Maybe I'll luck out and I'll roll my first joint tonight. And it was fucking terrible. We had to smoke it in sections because parts of it were being held together with Scotch tape.
I thought Carl could roll J's. Or is that her friend, not Carl?
No, they both can, but like, I mean, if I have like a crutch or a funky feel tip, I can roll it around that and then just dump weed in the hollow cone and do it that way. But you know, I've seen people that can just like one-handed roll a joint in like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Do you still have those funky feel tips?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened to mine. I remember you gave me those as a gift when the early days of MSPH, or at least the early days of me being on MSPH, and I liked them a lot.
Yeah,
I just
awesome.
don't know where the fuck they went.
I think I gave you one that Be Real gave me.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I remember it too, which bums me out even more for not having it. I don't know where the fuck that is though. Maybe it's in one of my dresser drawers tucked away.
I'm such a bitch though. Anytime there's a joint, like it's just a waste. I'm a one-hit guy.
Yeah, what's your marijuana consumption as of late?
I've been back on just like, you know, when 11 o'clock or midnight rolls around, I'll pop a gummy. And then after I've brushed my teeth and done my nightly ablutions, I'll sort of...
What's that? Ablutions?
It's like, you know, your bathroom nonsense.
Wait.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Did Shuddy adequately mask what I was saying? Or do you know
like
what it is now?
When you wash your face, brush your teeth? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha. Okay. Get ready for bed.
Yeah, or in the morning, you know.
Put your hairnet on.
Wash your face, put some lotion on, fucking brush your chompers.
Dude, I
Get on your knees and whack it.
Yeah.
I never washed my face before bed. I still don't. But
That's gross.
Yeah, I know it's gross.
I also don't, Jeff.
Well, I never did. I never even thought about it until I went to college in freshman year. All my buddies were washing their face before bed, and I guess I actually was one of the lucky people that never had acne. And so I guess like a lot of my friends, college buddies, had acne in high school, and they just are used to going to bed or washing their face before going to bed. I never did. I never had acne.
That's part of their ablutions.
Yeah, they're ablutionaries.
I used to be a once a day teeth brusher. That was kind of nasty. But I don't know. I do after I eat a gummy, brush my teeth and shit, and hop into bed. I will fill up a volcano bag, take a couple rips, and then I'm just out like fucking Sleeping Beauty.
Wait a minute. That's where you're at right now in weed? You're eating nighttime gummies? Bedtime gummies?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and I did. So we had a few people over to play Mario Party, and I did some
You son of a bitch.
academic smokeries there. Oh, I didn't.
Heck.
My bad.
You didn't even invite me. I would have came up.
That's Jeff. They were hanging with their mature friends.
No, that is not the case.
Fair enough.
It was not very mature. A night of smoking weed and playing Nintendo, but I think I might be. I wasn't even planning on going here, but I think
This is a revelation.
I think last night was my last time smoking again for a little bit.
Ooh, what happened?
It's just I don't know, man. I feel like I've fallen off a little bit. I haven't been exercising as much as I was. I did have a really good writing day yesterday. I got like 14 pages done in a script I'm working on, which is pretty good for my pace. But
Yeah, which like your daily, what's your daily output, you think?
I mean, I try to. If things are flowing, I can bang out a lot of pages. But if I'm sort of just like struggling and I don't know where, because I don't usually write with a ton of outline, which is, I like to just see where the story takes me. It's a huge writing faux pas, but fuck it. I'm not very good at doing the whole outline thing. But they say if you're trying to write, if you get like a couple pages even written a day, like if you write 3 pages a day, you can essentially get a screenplay done in a month, which is not a bad pace. But sometimes I have writer's block, I can't power through it, or the day just gets too busy, and by the time I sit down, my brain is fried and nothing's coming out. But I don't know. I just feel like those 3-4 months where I wasn't smoking, I had more energy. I feel like the shows were better. At least, my contributions. I don't know. Now that I'm old, it might be time to just save the Marjana for special occasions. It's fucking me up, and I'm too old and too much of a failure to let that get in my way.
Yikes! Don't say that. But this weed prohibition could really cause a strain between you and your lady. I know Carl likes to toke a little bit, a lot of it actually.
Yeah, but that doesn't, I'm not a junkie. It's not like when she's smoking, I'm sitting in the corner, like in fetal position, rocking, scratching my arm. Yeah.
Shotgun me.
I don't have to be like, hey, can you like do that outside? Like take that away. It's really not cool, man. Like, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Actually, I really enjoy the smell of weed, so it's quite nice having it around when I don't have to smoke it. But we'll see. I'm fucking playing it by ear here, just grasping in the dark for something, like a lot of people are. So give it another shot.
This wasn't where you were going with it, but you've inspired me to take bong rips tonight. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Hey, happy to help.
Is my mic? Am I sounding all right? Because I don't know. I felt like my mic wasn't all the way plugged in. Am I sounding better now, different, or was I
It
fine
does
in the
sound
first
like
place?
you have a dick in your mouth, but that's normal. So
Perfect. We're good then. All right. Thank you.
Hold on. Let me find my pitch. Me.
Unique New York.
Man, did you guys see that Sydney Sweeney is selling bathwater bars of soap?
with Dr. Squatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just, to me, it's like a promotion. It's a promotional thing, right?
Yeah.
Like she's not like bailing out water from her bathtub into it.
I think they used so she did a commercial sitting in a tub for them, and I think that's what they're saying they used that water for.
I think it's fun. Like it's weird how it splits some people. Like I'm of the mind where like Okay, cool. I don't really care. And some people were just like, oh man, I bet Sydney Sweeney's career must be fucked if she's resorting to that. And it's like, I think she's just a bombshell that knows it and she's fucking having fun with it. Like, how could that bother people?
Yeah, like the bigger mistake than capitalizing off of your hotness is not capitalizing off of your hotness. Like, I don't think that Dr. Squatch, is it Dr. Squatch
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Squash? Dr. Squatch. I don't think those commercials are gonna hurt her movie chances.
No. Like, she's a good actor. She's a complete fucking knockout. And who is going to be like, yeah, I was going to go see that movie, but she made soap with her bathwater, so I'm out. Like, yeah, that's not really weeding out too many fucking wieners.
What are you finding? I thought you don't go on Twitter anymore. That sounds like Twitter complaining. Where are you hearing that from?
Oh,
Is
I mean,
Threads becoming gayer than Twitter? Or as gay?
every social media is just full of fucking whining, you know?
Yeah.
Facebook,
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
whining, patting themselves on the back, fucking Threads, Instagram, it's all just whining. Life must be fucking good if these are the problems people are having. But I will
work with
say,
a bunch of whiners, so I know what you're bitching about.
I wonder how many people, like, I'm sure there's a couple people that bought it as a joke. There's a couple people that bought it because they think it's horny. And I bet you there's a couple people that bought it because it is like, they find it very erotic, very fucking horny. Like, getting the suds all worked up and then jacking their wieners off with it, or like sniffing it.
I feel like you thought about this a little too much, but I don't. Yeah, all right, we're here. Let's talk about it.
I'm your textbook overthinker, so I try to bring my stupid thoughts to the masses here. But like,
I wonder if Dr. Squatch is cool. They have a section called Men's Ball Care. I want some soap dedicated just to my nuts. I don't hate that idea.
Let's call things what they actually are. Why are we beating around the bush? You know?
Oh man,
okay
I
with
clicked on the goddamn Dr. Squatch website and I got to verify being a human. I'll
Come
shampoo my ball sack every now and then. Wow, that's the second time I've given the steak. That's amazing. I'll shampoo my ball sack every now and then. I am shopping on Dr. Squatch right now.
I was wearing their deodorant for a little bit, but it's expensive, and I do like using like the all natural shit that doesn't have aluminum or whatever in it that gives you fucking pit cancer. Probably doesn't make a difference in the slightest, but it would give up on me real quick. And I don't know if this is just like an aging thing and me just like delicately stumbling into middle age, but by 8 p.m. my pits smell like a fucking cab driver. And I was just like, I can't do it anymore. Like, I need something that's not going to give up on me at the end of the day, because we'll just be sitting on the couch and Carl will be like, your deodorant punched out, huh? It's gone for the
she'll
night?
scent shame you, huh?
Yeah.
Those women, they get real comfortable when you start living with them. You would never say something like that when we weren't living together.
Well, actually, she would. But
yeah. Carl likes to keep it real. That's fair.
I do like the way that Sasquatch stuff smells. It does smell good. It's just, I don't know. I don't think it works with my pits or my bank account situation. But I guess this could be a random brain question here. Let me cue this motherfucker up. Where'd it go? No! There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for today's random brain question.
So, in regards to Sydney Sweeney's bathwater soap, bars of soap, do you think any horny fucking incel that has purchased it has eaten one?
Yes.
I think so too.
Have you guys ever eaten soap? Or not eaten it, but like had it put in your mouth for maybe cursing when you were too young?
No, but I tried it after seeing Christmas Story when I was a kid. Like hearing about I'm gonna wash your mouth out with a bar of soap. I'd be like, doesn't seem that bad. Let me try it. And it was like, oh yeah, that kind of tastes like shit, but I don't know. I'll take that over getting whacked in the ass.
Well, I've gotten both before. I think I had a bar of soap in my mouth for a good hour before.
An hour? Holy shit!
The fuck did you say?
Just repeating what I heard on Roadhouse. It wasn't my fault. It was fucking Swayze's.
Oh, my teacher threatened me, and I said, "Hey, I used to fuck guys like you in prison."
I wouldn't have got. My parents would have thought that was funny. I wouldn't have gotten in trouble for that one.
Then I ripped his throat out. An hour, though. I feel like that could border on like maybe doing some damage.
Yeah, it's child abuse, isn't it?
Yeah, your tongue is just like slowly absorbing soap fucking shit for an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, at least rinse it off first. There's a fucking pube on there.
You're making good points. I'm going to actually shame my mom for allowing that to happen.
Call her. Send her the Zoom link. We'll I'll just gang up on her.
What time is it? She's out of work now.
What do you think, Jeff? Do you think anybody has eaten a bar of Sydney Sweeney soap yet?
Yeah, that checks out. I feel like
While jacking it.
I've seen at least maybe a TikTok trend of people eating soap. I mean, you got those Tide Pod things. Yeah. People can eat that. They'll probably try Sydney Sweeney's body water, bathwater soap. Maybe not though. I don't know. That's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. That's like next level kink. But I mean, those exist. So
there's probably just like some fat, like eventual serial killer.
Oh, leave us out of this. All right, this is not a fat people thing.
All right. There's probably just like some fucking weird creep.
Strays. We don't need that.
All right. There's probably just like some weird creep who's like, this bar of soap might contain a few Sydney Sweeney pussy molecules. I'm gonna fucking eat this whole thing.
It is like, so weird when you add your impression to it.
This is kind of like going to third base with Sydney Sweeney.
Oh man.
Yeah, maybe
I feel like people have gotten killed for worse in trauma movies.
Maybe I'll give us one of those bar of soap a little fucking tongue dart real quick. You see here.
Oh man.
Oh,
using the Jeff Clark drop. Yes. Man.
Well, okay. Quick follow-up random brain question.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So, do you think it's true? Like, do you think they actually had Sydney Sweeney come down to the Dr. Squatch factory, get in a bath, hop out, and then the scientists just like fucking scoop the water out, and then they just stood over the vat of soap bars with like an eyedropper, like doink, 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 like one drop in each bar?
I feel like Dr. Squatch definitely pushed for that, but Sydney Sweeney's representation probably pushed back. Why don't you just say it? Why don't you just say that's what's happening and we don't do it?
Yeah.
Well, because somebody would find out and sue. How many,
That's true. And I would root for them to win that lawsuit. I would.
Remember, we've talked about those people that are sued Texas Pete because it's not from Texas?
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, King's Hawaiian.
North Carolina.
King's Hawaiian not being from Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's from Paramount. It's where the ICE agents are.
Wait a second. I had this analyzed in my laboratory. I detect 0 poontang molecules. I am suing. Where's Gloria Allred?
There is none of Sydney Sweeney's DNA in this bar, so.
How funny would that be, though, if this was just like the ultimate switcheroo? And like a year from now, Dr. Squatch's Instagram is going to put a picture of like everybody that works in the factory just like teabagging a bathtub. And like, haha, suckers, this is the water we actually used. We all dunked our balls
It's going to be some Peter Griffin looking dude named Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
It's like
technically we didn't lie.
It's like that taxi cab prank in Jackass where all the fucking that guy's beard is everyone's pubes and they show him the video afterwards.
Yeah. Sydney Sweeney did not get in the bathtub, but Bill from HR hung his ass in there and farted a couple of times.
Yeah. You washed his nutsack in that bathtub, and you got that water.
I would also love to know if anybody in the Puminati bought one. If anybody in the Puminati bought one, like, reach out.
We'll keep you anonymous.
Yeah.
All right, Kirby Beer Girl, we won't snitch.
Yeah.
I shouldn't throw one of the 5 female listeners we have under the bus. That was not good strategy.
Yeah.
Let's throw T-Bone. T-Bone would do it.
It was probably
Diddy Kaka.
Dude, where's that guy been?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't do voicemails anymore.
No surprise. Bathwater Bliss is sold out.
Oh my God. Someone had to have eaten it.
Well, that's going to be fun to fix in post. My fucking stupid Zoom did that hiccup thing again. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that stuff sold out fucking immediately. Faster than the Switch, too. Sydney Sweeney didn't put any of her bathwater in that. Like, I don't know. That really made me think. I will say, I know I stated at the beginning of this conversation that I was right in the middle of, like, I don't give a fuck. I think I've pushed myself over to, like, I now think Sydney Sweeney is cooler for doing this. I think it's a funny promotional stunt. I hope she made a lot of money from it. And it makes me think she's got, like, a fun sense of humor. Perhaps she would, in some alternate universe where the show is successful, have a fun time being a guest on it.
Wow, shots fired at MSPH. Wait a second.
I'm just keeping it real over here, but I think she would, play a game of queef or fart.
It's like that knocked up scene where Seth Rogen's like, I think Vince Vaughn would like hanging out with me.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. I agree. I think Sydney Sweeney would enjoy being part of the Puminati.
I think she would hear this conversation and laugh. Be like, man, these guys make some good points.
She would love the Randy Pumin game or IMD Boner.
Yeah.
I was in that.
That's one that I should have prepped. It was IMD Boner. We haven't played that in a minute.
That's true.
Huh?
Could do
maybe next week.
We'll do a Randy Pumin of all Sydney Sweeney movies. Be like, throw her a Madam Web one. She does
Immaculate.
a lot of, oh, that's the horror movie, right? That
the nun one.
Yeah, the nun. Sydney Sweeney is a nun.
I feel like it was her and Ana de Armas were not competing, but they were going for the same movie, and one got picked over it. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I don't think it was Ballerina. Did either one of you see Ballerina? Spoilers coming up to when we review movies. Did you guys see it?
Yes.
I sure did.
Fuck. I wasn't able to, and I'm probably not going to be able to anytime soon.
You're traveling tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm going to Chicago. It was the old ball and chain. It's been a while since I've been out there, but I'm looking forward to it. I like her setup. Really like the Chicagoland area and people, and I get to eat food that I don't have out here, like Culver's. It's crazy how much I love Culver's.
Yeah, somebody hit me up and they were like, hey, while you're in Florida, there is a Culver's in that area. That's that place that Jeff loves. You should try it out. And I Googled it, and I was like, I'm not fucking wasting a meal on this.
Oh, Culver's kicks ass. I mean, it's fast food, and if you don't want to waste a vacation meal on it, I understand that. I do get it. But you are missing out. And the desserts, the concrete mixers are fucking awesome.
Concrete mixers? Is that like a Blizzard from DQ?
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially.
There's a shot called a cement mixer where you do a shot of it's like a shot of Kahlua, and then you have to follow it up immediately with another shot of something. And I think it has lemon juice in it, and it mixes with the Kahlua, and it turns it into clay. So you just get like a mouthful of gunk.
It's good. Feels like you're swallowing jizz.
Yeah.
Or clay.
Yeah, clay jizz. It's
Clay
like
jizz.
it's a good like gag shot to trick your friends with. What was the one we used to do in Jersey, Shuddy? Was like bloody frog cum or something?
Yeah, bloody frog cum was the shot that we would do in.
Wait, is that to like trick people? Because I don't think you should be getting tricked by drinking bloody frog cum. Are you
No,
guys sure this is good?
it's Midori, Bailey's. So Midori, which is a green liqueur,
Yeah.
Bailey's, and grenadine.
Yeah, but when you have to like drop something in it, and when it goes into the liquid, it looks like cum. Looks like someone dumped cum in it.
So you put the Midori in, then you pour the Bailey's down the side of the glass, and it'll clump up and become. Yeah, it's
Gets all gizzy.
not a good one.
Remember Ginger told us about Malort? He might have sent us a bottle of Malort.
He
right?
did.
Yeah, early MSPH days.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the first in the first year or so I was on the podcast. I remember that.
Yeah, that shit was nasty. Smelled like
That's like a
fucking armpit farted on a piece of licorice.
yeah, it's a Chicago thing.
Yeah. So, Jeff, how does George feel about you calling her the old ball and chain? Like, I went on.
Not great. I'm gonna be in trouble.
I went on Facebook one time and saw like a picture of you two on a pier, and it said, "Oh, just hanging out with the old ball and chain." And I was just like, that is fucking great. That is just like, couldn't be more of an on-brand Jeff Clark post. And then I saw your grandma being like, "Jeff, help! I'm stuck in Grandpa Fred's login," or something like that.
Oh man, I'm never on Facebook. I missed that. Damn it, that's awesome. I wish I saw that. My grandma Joyce, my last living grandma, she not all there, a little more there than my grandpa. Thank God she's taking care of him. She sends me good morning texts and good night texts every day.
No way, really?
Yeah, and she used to do that to my mom, and my mom got annoyed. She's my mom's stepmom, so there's always like a little weird relationship there. But she used to do it to my mom, and then my mom got annoyed, obviously got annoyed, and my grandma was like, "Do you want me to stop sending this?" I think my mom was like, "Yes." It's like, I just can't do that. And I also, I mean, again, the relationship between my mom and her stepmom was a little weird, but like I love my grandma Joyce. So I respond to every one of her good morning, good night texts. And sometimes I try to beat her to it, and it makes me feel good.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I love my grandma Joy as well.
Yeah.
Like,
one day she might not send the text and be like, "What the fuck? Oh no."
Yeah. Like, I was saying when I just did this trip to Florida, and, she has no inner monologue every thought just like flies out of her mouth. And I feel like her kids, like my mom and my aunts, like they have a very low threshold of tolerating her. And I'm just like,
yeah, dude.
She's fucking fun. They're like, "Oh, she tells the same stories over and over." I'm like, we all do. That's like a family trait. Like,
yeah,
she just wants to participate. She's happy having people around. She's fucking talking. Don't bust her balls. That's why I never snap at her. I never, when I was trying to watch Master Chef, and she just kept like bringing me things to show me and kept talking to me throughout it. I didn't have the heart to be like, "Hey, can you?" I'm like watching this to do a recap on it. Can you just like shut up? I
mean, not to be like corny or sentimental or whatever. I mean, well, not even I am, but it's like you're not going to have those conversations one day. So
yeah,
fuck it.
So yeah, it's weird that me of all people is like the kind of the voice of reason for the two of us. The two of us are the ones that are like, "Hey, take it easy on the old lady. Respond to every text."
Grandma's cool. What the fuck is this? What is this energy? And then like my mom told me about the back and forth. I was just like, "Mom, the fuck? Like, how did all that conversation happen? What do you pretty much told this old lady, no, I'm cool talking to you every day. Just send her like she sends the exact same text essentially every day. She might have even have them scheduled. I don't know. She probably doesn't. She probably can't figure that out in the new iOS, but it's like whatever. I'll just text her back good morning. It's not a big deal.
So
It's the least that I can do.
since you always reply to her texts, did you respond to her Facebook comment for her text support?
I didn't. I didn't even know. My Facebook has been weird, so I didn't even see that. I should respond or I should text her, like, how is everything all right? Every now and then she'll text me. She'll call me Greg, which kind of annoys me, but I think it's just like a typo. I don't know.
So I laughed so hard because the picture plus the caption of you calling George the old ball and chain, and then the top displayed comment was from just like a pictureless profile account saying, Jeff, I don't know why Grandpa Bill keeps coming up. It's me, Graham Joyce. Like everything in that, I took a screenshot of it. I was like, this is the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen.
Dude, she started texting me from my grandpa's phone, and she's like, "Oh yeah, something." She's like, "Something's wrong with my phone, so I'm just texting through grandpa's phone." And part of me was like, Did she murder grandpa? Is that what happened here? Like, why don't you just fix your phone, grandma? How about you get it fixed?
Here, let me.
Are you gonna send it to me?
Yeah, I'm putting it in the MSPH
Ridiculous.
group.
But people have been shitting on Grandma Joyce, like in my family for a while, and it's always pissed me off.
Well, I'm glad you and I are holding the line, making sure these last years are good ones.
Chef, I don't know why Grandpa Bill keeps coming up. It's me, Graham Joyce. So did you like it? Did you like the photo, Graham? I mean, what the fuck?
I also like that there are 69 likes on it. Like everything about this
Sweet.
picture just fucking rules.
Yeah, fucking sweet, right? I think it's my most liked picture on Instagram ever.
I had to write a check today. That's when I realized that it was fucking 6-9 day.
I didn't put it together until it came up in the intro. Writing, I haven't written a check in fuck, dude. I don't know. I'm 38 now. It could be close to 20 years. Might have written like one check in my life.
Dude, now that like every single thing that you have to pay is like, yeah, do it through our credit card portal. There's only an extra 4% charge added. It's like, all right, well, suck your own dick. Check's in the mail.
Oh, so you pay your rent with your check?
No,
Or not even just
because they're kind of like the same thing with buying concert tickets. Like I thought I had outsmarted everybody when like I wanted to go see the Black Dahlia Murder at the House of Blues, and I saw all of the upcharges for buying a ticket online. And I was like, all right, well, that's only a couple miles down the road. I'll go to the venue and buy it at the box office. And then I got charged with a fucking box office fee. So they do the same thing here with my rent. If I pay it online, there's a charge. If I pay it by check, there's a fucking check charge. It's like, all right, so essentially, like, I have to pay a fee to pay my rent every month? God damn it, everything fucking sucks. Fucking rich cocksuckers.
I pay my rent through a online portal, and it's like $2.95 a month. It's just like we didn't agree to that when I signed the lease. We did not agree to that.
You guys seriously can't eat a fucking $3. You gotta. God, it's so fucking annoying. Great, now I'm all pissed.
Great, now Kevin's pissed.
Well, I mean, we could talk movies for a second because I saw a couple of things. I believe Shuddy did as well.
I saw something on Netflix.
I think you and I probably saw the same couple of things, maybe.
Perhaps.
I I know we both saw Ballerina.
Ballerina.
I was a little nervous
because
it seemed like they had put embargoes on it. And I was like, ooh, that's not usually a good sign. But
I would kind of expected that movie to suck, even though Anna de Armas is one of the hottest people on the entire planet. Was there a decent amount of Keanu in it?
I mean,
Spoilers, he got killed, didn't he? He got killed. Oh, wait, no, it's John Wick. He didn't get killed.
it takes place simultaneously with the events of John Wick 3, from what I read.
How many John Wicks have there been? 4, right?
4.
Yeah. And I don't know. I was a little just like, wary going into it, but sucker for action movies. If it takes place in the world of John Wick, it's gonna have that same style of action. And I don't know. Like I've come to think of the John Wicks, they're almost like I don't know what like more refined action. Because they're every John Wick movie has to feature him going to some like exotic club where fucking techno is blaring and he shoots a whole bunch of people and nobody notices because they're all too busy dancing. And there's that secret society of fancy ass fucking assassins that are chilling in posh hotels and shit.
The Continental, baby.
Yeah, it's very fancy in a way for all the bloodshed that comes with it. So it felt like a John Wick movie. I mean, especially the scenes with John Wick in it made it feel even more John Wicky. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was sick. I thought the there were some really cool weapon fights that I don't want to necessarily spoil, but I was like, ooh, how inventive. Never thought of that before, and that worked and was super fucking cool.
I mean, I'm going to spoil them, but not too much. The fight with the grenades and then the flamethrowers was just like... I was just in awe of both of those fight sequences. Like they were so fun to watch.
Yeah, it was super fun. I mean, you got to sit through a lot of backstory because it's a new character being introduced, and when you watch the first John Wick, same thing. You're being introduced to the world and the characters, so you got to let that simmer a little bit before it gets to the money shot. But when it pops off, that's some good John Wick action. It's not
very good.
It falls like a tier short, which is to be expected, but I loved it. I thought it was great.
I had a lot of fun watching it. Sharon and I went and saw it, and it was a lot. It was a blast. I loved it.
Yeah, I'll suck 4 ballerina dicks.
I'm also sucking 4 Ruska Roma dicks.
I mean,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna
Jeff
say
doesn't see tit.
No, I was going to ask you guys if you saw the movie Dangerous Animals. My brothers were going to go. Bill said that it's getting like good reviews, and I figured maybe that was something you guys checked out, and you can kind of break the tie for me. If I don't need to see that one.
No, but I saw a movie that would not be a Jeff Clark classic or viewing.
Oh,
which one is that?
The Phoenician Scheme.
Oh, you F word. Did you go with your boyfriend, Kevin Kraft?
Did you see that one too, Kevin?
I did.
You, God damn it. I mean, was it good for a Wes Anderson movie?
I loved it. I mean, I ate an edible before it, and I timed it perfectly, so I was just high as a kite throughout the entirety of the film. And Benicio del Toro was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, I don't think I liked it as much as Shuddy did, but the acting in it was phenomenal. Benicio del Toro just fucking kicks ass. Really cool character for him to play.
And Michael Cera was also very fucking funny in it.
Yeah. I mean, it had its enjoyable moments. I feel like, I don't know, I think I have 3 Wes Anderson 5-dickers. Rushmore, Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, and Grand Budapest Hotel. And the other stuff is kind of hit or miss. I did really like Isle of Dogs, but Asteroid City and The French Dispatch and this one, I think we're kind of just like, all right, that was interesting. I don't know how many times I'll be rewatching these over the years, but glad I watched it. It had its, hipstery pretentious Wes Anderson symmetry, pastel signature all over it.
I love his movies visually.
Yeah, I mean they're very unique. It's very cool anytime a director can just like plant their flag on just like if you see a still from it, you know it's their movie. And it's weird. It's also weird how like every character in every Wes Anderson movie and his like more recent ones, they all just behave Wes Anderson-y and they all kind of have the same Wes Anderson stick up their butt. They're all kind of just like very rigid in the way that they deliver their lines and the things they say and the their mannerisms and stuff. And it's cool. It's impressive, but it's not always Five Dicker territory. But, I enjoyed it.
How many Phoenician dicks?
I'll go 3.5.
I'm going to suck 4. I had such a good time.
I'll let Benicio fucking mollywomp me in the side of the head on his way out the door.
Well, was it in fact not a Clark classic? Do you think I would like it, Kevin?
Absolutely not.
No, there's no way you would like it, Jeff.
Are either one of you, Kevin? I thought you would go see Dangerous Animals already. Are you not going to see that one?
I don't think it was showing at any of the AMC's that are just like directly near me. And it like we've been saying for multiple episodes now. There's just so much coming out, and I can't always get away to go to the theater. But I'm averaging like fucking 2 a week. And
you got the AMC pass, right?
Oh yeah. Let me see. Let me pull it up and see when I'm going to be heading to this weekend. Because I mean, we're in the thick of the summer movies, so there's something good or interesting coming out at least every week. But I do want to see that Dangerous Animals movie. It's like a horror movie where the killer feeds people to fucking sharks.
Yeah, got kind of an anaconda vibe to it. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns on.
You could do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt.
Nice.
Wow, I just made myself look like a complete jerk-off. Maybe there isn't anything... I mean, that How to Train Your Dragon movie is kind of interesting. But
now you're just forcing it. Now you're just forcing it.
That animated one was dope, but the AMC's by me aren't showing that Dangerous Animals.
Damn, dude. I saw a documentary this weekend. Actually, and I should have reviewed. I want to see that new HBO film with Steve Carell and Schwartzman, who I don't even really like. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I am curious to see what you think about that one.
Have you seen it?
I have.
Why haven't we reviewed that one yet? Review it.
I've some things are just better left unsaid.
Oh, fair enough. All right, I'll give it a shot then. I know what that's code for. I watched the the Operation Manhunt Osama bin Laden documentary on Netflix, which I've seen on there for a while, and for whatever reason, I wasn't that interested in it.
Did they get him at the end?
Nothing. That spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. They do in fact catch Osama bin Laden. The Operation Manhunt was successful. I don't know why I didn't watch it when it initially hit Netflix, but I didn't have much going on this week because sports kind of dying down. It's Stanley Cup Finals, NBA Finals. No football, so it's only golf, and golf ends while the sun's still up, at least out here for me. So got to find some nighttime shit to watch. I'm going to check out the HBO Steve Carell movie, so watch Operation Manhunt Netflix. I thought it was actually pretty fucking sick. It had interviews with like a lot of the CIA analysts who were tracking Osama bin Laden even before the 9/11 terrorist attack. It had the former deputy director of CIA, a bunch of different, military officials that are willing to go on record and talk about it now that, the operation is handled. And they even got the Navy SEAL who fucking shot him, allegedly. on the documentary. I used when the news first broke about Osama bin Laden, I did not believe it. I thought it was a lie, and I'm still kind of in that camp. Um,
I mean, he hasn't
I
put out
remember,
any mixtapes.
no,
He's been oddly quiet since then.
I'll tell you what though, they buried him at sea. They threw him like in the water. So, and initially I thought that was the dumbest fucking thing ever. Like, why would you ever do that?
Yeah.
But then in the documentary, it actually, the way they put it made sense. Like, they didn't want to give him a burial spot where people could visit and make him like a martyr or like celebrate his life. Like, so they just threw him in the middle of the, well, no, I can laugh. They threw his ass in the middle of the ocean so no one could fucking find where he was and
I hope
celebrate that spot or go to his grave.
I hope they like peed on him a little bit and stuff. Like, you know, there are a few times where I'm down for like some corpse defilement. Man, that's a metal song if I've ever heard one. But like, they should have. I just rewatched it again over the weekend. But they should have Weekend at Bernie's them a little bit. You know, like really just fucking shame him. Like
That would have pissed off some people. So.
yeah. Well, good. You know, I'm sure his death pissed him off. But like, imagine if they just like strung him up on strings, like Weekend at
be
Bernie's,
sweet.
and made him like touch wieners and do like some gay shit. All the people that
Yeah.
like him would have been pissed.
Yeah, it would have been, there would have been Homeland Security would have had their hands full with that one. Yeah, dude. And they lightly covered the whole torturing people in Guantanamo Bay, and they talked like the CIA people
Oh,
that
yeah?
were anti that, and like it's not a pretty moment in the history of the CIA, which is saying a lot. You know what I mean? Like they've had some pretty sketchy moments in the history, and they're like, this one was actually really bad. This one was a really bad one.
Yeah.
They covered like the sleep deprivation, like, yeah, we invented waterboarding. It's like, oh, this is a dark part of the documentary.
And then we were like,
But
wait a second, do you think you could waterboard somebody with diarrhea?
it's like, all right, too far. All right.
All right, you're fired from the CIA.
But we're going to keep your number just in case you have some ideas.
Stay in our Slack channel.
It was both cool from a documentary perspective and a little bit of a turnoff that it was kind of Last Dancey. Like, I know you've never seen it, Kevin. You might not have either, Shuddy, but The Last Dance is the 10-part documentary about Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls.
That's too many parts.
Yeah, well, I mean,
How many parts was this?
this is 3.
Okay.
The first 2 were like 15 minutes, and the last one was like an hour and 45.
I'm halfway through the Pee Wee Herman doc on HBO.
Yeah. How's it going?
I mean, it's fucking awesome. As somebody who loved Pee Wee Herman growing up, like I loved Pee Wee Herman so much that when I would watch Pee Wee's Playhouse, and then that he would always get like launched out of it on a scooter at the very end of the episode, and then the credits roll, I always got so sad, like profound
Like when you were
depression.
a kid?
Yeah, that Pee Wee was over.
Like it was, that's how they ended the weekly episode, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it was really interesting seeing.
Does it go into his,
his jacking
his
off?
theater visit?
Not in the first one, but I still gotta watch the second one and see if they cover it there. But he seems like a real fucking ball buster. Like he
Like
did
in
not
a good way, like Eli Manning in the locker room, or like a dick,
No, just like
like Gilbert Arenas.
it seemed like he was tough to rein in. Like the director, when he would be asking him questions to kind of like steer him off into a discussion, and like, let's talk about this part, and he'd be like, so when you were what I'm trying to say, like he would do shit like that. Like the guy would say a couple words and he would and like jump in and interrupt him.
Wait, jump in.
He made this guy's life a living hell trying to make this documentary. It seems.
Now that you've directed a movie, you understand what the director was going through, huh?
I felt for the guy because if I was directing the movie and the guy has even come out and said it that he's like he's like me. He grew up loving Pee-wee. He fucking loves the guy. And it's probably a little intimidating to like be there in person with the guy and like steering the ship and trying to direct the conversation, and he's like busting your balls, and you don't want to be like, hey, can you knock it the fuck off? Like we're making a project here. Hone in.
Hey,
Just
Paul.
lock in with me. Fucking lock in.
Hey, Paul, chill the fuck out, all right?
Okay. I'm going to start jacking off now. Like, no. God damn it. Don't do Pee-wee. You're Paul.
Man, I feel like being younger than you, I should have liked Pee Wee Herman even more than you did, or had a similar appreciation. And I just thought Pee Wee Herman was fucking gay the whole time. I was like, this guy sucks.
He is gay.
Is he?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that. Well, I take that back. I didn't like the character. Wait a minute. I thought he was jerking off in a straight porn theater.
I think if you're the type of person that jacks off in a theater, there's a little bit you have stumbled into queer territory. Like
you don't think you can heterosexually jack off in a movie theater?
Nah, because it was in West Hollywood. It was like a boys' town.
Never mind.
Yeah, it was a boys' town theater. So, but I don't know. He saved so much.
Somebody asked Siri what he was watching.
Okay, hold on.
I want to hear that.
What's
random brain question to Siri
that Pee Wee Herman was jacking off to in that movie theater?
Should have said masturbating.
She said, "I don't know how to respond to that." I have my.
How can I make it clearer, Siri?
Well, maybe saying masturbating and Paul Rubens.
There you go. Yeah, Paul Rubens masturbating.
I have my my Alamo Drafthouse app pulled up. It's a bitch getting there. I do love those theaters more than AMC, but they do have dangerous animals showing this week.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there. I would not go to LA this week.
That's a good point.
I would not do that.
I should see which part of downtown all those protests are in. See if I can still go see movies or not.
There is a very solid chance the Alamo Drafthouse might not be there after this week.
Oh, it'll be there.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's tucked away, but
they've got three.
They're fucking that city up right now.
They've got 3 movies that I want to see that they haven't been showing around me. That friendship one, the Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd movie.
Cole said it was okay, but that there's a few good jokes that he'll laugh at for the rest of his life in that movie. And that it's actually worth it to see.
I do kind of want to see that new Karate Kid movie. Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio together, and then a kid that like can do some pretty impressive kung fu shit.
Yeah.
I'm into that. And they have dangerous animals. So, how many Osama bin Laden dicks would you suck?
Oh.
That's a weird sentence.
I think I would suck. I think I'd suck 4. I'd say I'd suck 4.25. 4 1/4 Osama bin Laden dicks. I really enjoyed it. I was enthralled. Cheech really liked it as well. The Last Dance vibe was a little weird. Like I don't remember the story when they were talking about it, but there was this time where the suicide bomber hit a CIA base and killed like 7 agents, and the CIA's deputy director is like, and at that point it became personal. It's like, well, so you were working harder afterwards? Like you weren't going 100% when they flew planes in the Trade Center? Like,
yeah.
Oh, now it's personal. Yeah, it's like, all right. I was under the impression you guys were working at 100% the entire time. I didn't know you needed one of your coworkers to die first.
Yeah, like the number one terrorist, you still could have been like, all right, let's amp this up a little bit. Like, okay.
Yeah, you weren't. I don't know. It was you needed to hit that hit close to home, and at that point, we took it personal. It was like legit, exactly what Michael Jordan said about Karl Malone winning the MVP. I was like, well, geez. But that aside, that little bitch sesh aside, I did enjoy it. It was a very good doc.
I watched a new thing that plopped on Hulu. Predator, killer of killers.
And I
They
never heard of that.
they
Oh
did,
wait, I think you talked about this.
I texted you guys about it. They
Yeah.
did they announced a surprise Predator movie. So there's one coming out with like I think Dakota Fanning or one of the Fanning sisters,
Hell.
Elle. And I looked at the Letterboxd D page for it, and there are two people in the cast. It's Elle Fanning and whoever plays the Predator. So it's like, all right, that could be a weird fucking Predator movie where I guess they're on an alien world and she teams up with a Predator to take down a big giant asshole jerk off face Predator. Which, okay, sounds weird. I'm down for the Predator franchise to be taken in some weird directions. I really, really liked, to which Carl wants to rewatch it, The Predators, the one with Adrian Brody and Danny Trejo and Walton Goggins and what's his face from that 70s show? Topher Grace? Like
Andy Masterson.
No, not that kind of Predator. That's like such a cool premise that like the Predators went all over the world and abducted like each country's most ruthless, dangerous killer, abducted them, flew them to an alien planet, dumped them there, and then just like, all right, send a bunch of Predators in to kill these motherfuckers and see what happens. And this Predator Killer of Killers almost has a little bit of that Spider-Verse kind of animation. Not quite that far, but it looks, I don't know, a little drawn and a little CG. Kind of like, there's only a few people that'll get this reference, but like the animated Star Wars series, Clone Wars. It's a little bit like that, but a little more detailed. But it starts with like 3 separate stories of people getting like facing off against predators throughout history, like a feudal Japanese samurai one. There's a fucking Viking one from like Viking times. Vikings fighting a predator, and then like I think a World War II one. And then it shows them all in a spaceship getting like taken to an alien world to fight a predator like gladiator style. And it was fucking cool, man. It was cool. The animation was sick. The action was sick. Awesome kills. Good gore. It was fucking awesome, man. I mean, I feel like...
I plan on watching that.
I think it would be... Jeff, there's a very good chance that you like it, but Shuddy Boy, there's a 100% chance that you'll like it. It's fucking sick.
Okay.
It's really cool. So if you have Hulu, 100% worth checking out. It's directed by the guy that did Prey and is also doing the next one, the Predator Badlands. So homie is fucking entrenched in the Predator world. If they're going to keep making Predator movies, at some point, somebody's going to have to moon a Predator and pull their ass cheeks apart. And then just be like, hey, I just Predator to Predator. And then they get killed.
Who's the real predator, the apex predator around here? It's my dirt star, that's what.
Yeah, your training didn't fucking prepare you for that one. Have you ever surprised George with a predator?
No, but I might next week, you know?
Hey, can you come in here? I think there's a fucking spider on the ceiling. She walks in the room. What? Ah!
Just see me looking back at her through my legs. I'm pretty flexible.
I do yoga.
Hey, you see me wink? I got both eyes winking, my brown eye and my left.
Oh, I think the predator's going to yell at you now.
That's the
Excellent
true
sharp.
true
Oh, no.
the true test of a relationship. If you sabotage somebody with a predator and then shart whilst doing it, and you guys are still together afterwards?
that's that's one of the toughest tests a couple can face.
Yeah. If you can handle that, you can handle anything.
That's like the you ever see the Bronx Tale?
I have, but I only saw it once.
The Mario test, the door test.
Which
You
one
remember the door test?
I don't.
Whatever. But we can do the predator test. Find out if she's the one. How do you react to my predator? What do you mean gross? That's what it looks like. I don't know what you want me to do.
Oh, I thought you were just going to immediately start tongue darting me.
Well, what do you say, fellas? Should we play a game?
Let's do it.
Games are fun.
Gamify this.
Letterboxd, it's Letterboxd, the D stands for dicks. It's the Letterboxd Game.
And just as a reminder for everyone, the current score for the year, Jeff, 156 points. Kevin, 145.
Ooh.
So Jeff's riding an 11-point lead. And so, Jeff, do you want to go, since you're in the lead, do you want to go first or second on Ana de Armas? And again, another reminder, it's popularity this year.
I always forget that.
I'll go first on Ana de Armas. I'll take the ball and I'm scoring.
I don't mind sloppy seconds
Yes.
with Ana de Armas.
So what is your guess, Jeff?
Yeah, I needed to go first because I don't know a lot of Ana de Armas movies. I almost said the Jacqueline Kennedy movie. That was Natalie Portman. Shit. What's the threesome one with her and Keanu? It's a Knock Knock.
That is the name of the movie.
Do can I do John Wick 3 instead? Or John Wick 4? Or do I need the entire title?
You should probably pick a movie she's in.
What? Well, I thought she was in one of the John Wicks.
She is.
Uh-oh.
But
all right, I'll go Knock
We
Knock. 'Cause
fucking
I don't-
just talked about it a little while ago, Jeff.
I know, and now I'm forgetting which. I mean, I guess it would be 3, right? All right, I'll go John Wick.
You're an idiot. I'm sorry, Jeff. I can only lead you so much without giving you the name of her John Wick movie. Like,
I thought that was off the. I know what. All right. Fine, Ballerina.
like, why would that be off the table?
I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of lame to pick that. Obviously, like the movie just came out, but fair enough. Yeah, I guess if that's within the rules, I go with that one. I don't know why. I guess I'm overthinking it.
I don't know. You might not be because, when a movie first comes out, it does get logged a lot on the old D. And that would make it climb the ranks through Shuddy Boy's fucking filtering it by this year's popularity. But she's been in some bangers. And it's probably my favorite movie that she's in, so I'll just go with Blade Runner 2049. It's a few years old, so I don't know how many people are logging it, but...
So, Knock Knock was number 10. Ballerina was number 3, so Jeff, you get a point.
Ballerina.
Blade Runner 2049 was number 2, so Kevin gets 2 points.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Closing the gap. Number 1 is Knives Out.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I feel like I didn't see that one. I think I saw the second one, but not the first one.
Suck on my dick!
Paul spoiled it for me.
All right, Kevin. You're first to go for Mr. Norman Reedus.
I mean...
What's the theme of this again?
Well, it seems John
There is
Wiki.
none?
Norman Reedus. I guess I'll just go Ballerina.
Fuck. I might have to take an L here. I don't know any movie he was in.
Who the fuck is Norman Scrotus?
You have seen. There's plenty of movies on his list that you've seen.
Yes. Was he in Mad Max?
No.
I mean, The Walking Dead's not a movie.
I mean, there's a big one that should be coming to the forefront of your mind.
I got nothing. I am blanking right now. I got nothing for Norman Reedus. Norman Reedus.
Okay, well, some of the big ones that he was in that you should at least know of, Jeff. Blade 2 was number 5.
Never.
Boondock
I've
Saints
never
was
seen that
number
one.
4.
Oh, that's the one I
I've
was
seen
gonna
that
say.
once.
American Gangster was number 3.
Or it's the Denzel movie? How the fuck does anyone remember Norman Reedus?
And The Bike Riders was number 2.
Yeah, I should have got that one. I saw that one in theater recently, or
Yeah.
whenever it came out.
Ballerina was number 1.
Fucking get
Very hard.
All right.
what the hell?
Fucking good.
Ian McShane.
I really want to say Hot Rod. That might be my favorite Ian McShane movie.
Dude, you guys have to find someone else to play this game. Hey, he deserves a chance.
Okay.
I have no idea who that is.
He's the manager of the Continental.
Thanks.
Very hard.
I'll go John Wick 4.
I'll go John Wick 3. Wait, I take it off. I'm gonna go John Wick 1.
Okay. John Wick 3 would have been number 8.
Oh!
John Wick Chapter 4 is number 7.
Ah!
John Wick 2 is number 6. Ballerina was number 3. The original John Wick is number 2.
Nice.
Coraline is number 1.
I've never heard of that movie. Actually, I think I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
Hot Rod was number 11.
Coraline is, man, people love the fuck out of that movie. I mean, it's
Yes.
good. I like it a lot.
He was Mr. Sergei Alexander Babinski, by the way, if you were wondering who he was in Coraline.
There, Caroline, my mice been talking to me.
Okay. This one might be a little bit... This one really might make Jeff quit. Gabriel Byrne. Jeff, you go first.
I can only think of one movie, but there's something more recent that probably would rank higher. But it's one of my favorite movies ever, The Usual Suspects. I don't think it's going to do well here, though.
All right, I might just go with a more recent one and say Ballerina.
Well, yeah.
Number 1 was Hereditary.
Fuck. I did recently see that.
Usual Suspects, though, is in the points, Jeff. It was number 3.
Oh, okay, nice.
But Ballerina was number 2.
Man, we should have made a rule that you can't say ballerina. I'm a simple person.
All right, Kevin. You get first crack at Benicio del Toro.
Ooh. Good old Benicio.
Go Usual Suspects. He was in Usual Suspects.
Yeah. Good old Benicio. Ooh. Hold on. Avengers Infinity War.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I
Jeff?
don't even know. Well, he's in a movie that Kevin kind of liked. Shuddy liked it a little bit more. I'm going Venetian Scheme.
So,
My other one would have
just
been Sicario because that movie kicks ass.
okay.
That does
Keep
kick
with your
ass.
first guess. The couple of notables: Fear and Loathing is number 10.
Almost
Usual
said
Suspects number 5. Sicario number 4.
it. Ooh.
Guardians of the Galaxy number 3.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, Avengers definitely winning. That's pretty much
Number
unbeatable.
1, The Phoenician Scheme.
Oh,
Number 2, Avengers Infinity War.
Fuck.
So Jeff, you get to go first for Mr. Michael Austin Sarah.
Dicks in my butt. Okay. Okay. I'll just go with this classic Super Bad. I am interested in a couple other movies though.
Kevin.
I want to go for the kill shot here, but I don't know what it is. It could be the Phoenician Scheme.
IBK. Come on, don't do that.
The Venereal Scheme. But it also could be Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
That's what I was interested in.
And being that it's on my Mount Rushmore, I'll go with that.
Yeah, I was interested in what that did in Juno.
Juno, number 5. Superbad, number 4. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, number 3.
Ooh.
Number 2, Barbie. Number 1, The Phoenician Scheme.
Yeah, we should have made the rule where you can't guess the Phoenician Scheme, even though I just got points off of it.
I always forget about Barbie.
All right, Kevin. Tom Hanks.
Good old Hanksy.
Can't think about a Tom Hanks movie.
I feel like I've watched a decent amount of Tom Hanks movies this year already. I've contributed to this.
Tom Hanks.
I feel like I've watched The Burbs. I've watched Big. But is anybody else watching those? Oh. Yeah. Biggest Tom Hanks movies. I don't think people rewatch I'm the Captain Now a whole bunch.
Just don't do Venetian Scheme. Let's go down with some honor in this one. It's Tom Hanks.
I mean, he's got bangers. Which banger do I pick? I will go Forrest Gump.
I'm going to go Shaving Ryan's Privates.
I almost went with that one.
Number 3, Catch Me If You Can.
I was going to go that one. I hope, man, Saving Private Ryan better be ahead of it.
Number 2, Forrest Gump.
Oh, no.
Number 1, The Phoenician Scheme.
Oh, no.
Saving Private Ryan is number 7.
What's ahead of it? We obviously got the first 3. What else?
Here, which is from last year. I don't know anything about that.
I watched that one.
Zemeckis, right? And Robert Wright Penn. Was it any good?
It's weird. It's super weird.
Oh, is that the one where
It's like de-age and stuff, right?
Yeah, they literally framed one shot, and the camera essentially does not move for every single shot in the movie. And it goes from prehistoric, it bounces back and forth from prehistoric times, settler times, and then just more modern times, bouncing back and forth between the different families that live there. It is very, very strange.
Number 5 was Asteroid City. Number 4 was Cars.
Oh, shit. I completely forgot about Toy Story, too. I'm glad that wasn't at the forefront because I would have said that.
So
Yeah,
going
I thought
into
about-
the final. So Jeff has 7 points right now. Kevin, you have 12.
Oh, my God.
So to keep the score, you need to be significantly below him, Jeff, on the films of one Bill Murray.
Man, do you know a lot of Bill Murray deep cuts, Jeff?
Unfortunately, I do not. Not off the top of my head.
Well, I might be gearing up
Man,
to
you're gonna-
show you a predator and just poop on the floor.
Yeah, I might be in trouble on this one.
Remember, guys, this is this year. So there may not be Bill Murray there might be things below the threshold that you would consider not a deep cut.
Yeah, and I'm hoping Space Jam is one of those. Probably isn't. I'll
So
just hope Space Jam.
Okay. What about you, Kevin?
I'm going to go with Where the Buffalo Roam.
Yeah, I had no chance in this one.
He played Hunter S. Thompson
Oh,
in a Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas film. Shuddy is doing some very, very advanced mathematics right now to count. The final round, for people that aren't familiar, the rules of the Letterboxd Game this year are the final person brought up, whoever can name the more obscure movie, gets the amount of points that it placed at. And Jeff just nutted all over me on the first installment of this with Major League 3. Man,
I mean, you just nutted all over him, Bill, Cheech, his mom, his dad.
I got the
Leave my
bloodline.
family out of this.
Everybody. His grandma,
The whole
Because-
Clark
God.
lineage.
all the way back to prehistoric times. Because Space Jam was number 21.
Not good enough.
Which was
Okay.
respectable. Which was respectable. There's a lot that Kevin could have thrown in there
Back.
that you might have thought was lower. Like Kevin, I would think Little Shop of Horrors would have been lower than Space Jam, but it's not. But Where the Buffalo Roam was number 65 on the list of
Oh my God.
So he gets
100
65 points?
he does.
Oh my God.
So he beat you this game by 49 points.
I
So
want you to put where- a big black baby in
Where
me. Where was What About Bob? Was that higher or lower than Space Jam?
What About Bob was one, so 25, 30, 31,
Oh shit.
35, 40. It would have been number 42.
Damn, Jeff.
And he got 65.
He got 65.
Jeez. I want you
Like-
to put a big black baby in me. Stop it.
Yeah. So the new total is Jeff 184 points.
He should be at 220.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go, baby. Lay it on me.
222. You have a 38-point lead on Jeff.
Suck on my dick!
This is the first time this season that Jeff has not had a lead in the Letterboxd game.
Yeah, I might fall behind Kevin significantly. My movie trivia game has worsened by the year.
I mean, you never know.
I-
It could be you get another actor that you remember from some super obscure fucking sports movie sequel.
Yeah, there's hope.
And then you scrape my nut off your face and throw it right back at me.
That's gross. But hopefully that's what happens.
Oh, yeah.
That was impressive gamesmanship, Kevin. You just fucking went sprinting past him.
I kind of figured no one would be watching that movie this year. I mean, it's a deep cut to begin with. But, man, hey. Fucking Bill Murray. I feel like he probably wouldn't like me. We were just talking about how, like, Sydney Sweeney would probably, like, be down to hang out with us. I think Bill Murray would probably find me annoying as fuck. Like, all right, you got to get this guy away from me. It's hard to make buzz.
Bitch.
Making all these fucking stupid fart and poop jokes. This guy sucks. Well, that was fun, gents. And I do want to...
I had a good time.
I want to remind the Puminati, if you are not part of our Patreon, patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour, we are in the thick of it. This is the golden age of the year for our Patreon. You know, the $5 tier, it does get you the extra bonus podcast that we do every week. But in MasterChef season, you also get every episode of Crafter Jeff Shuddy Edition. We are in season 5 of that.
The competition is just about to start at 2 this week.
Yeah, someone's getting eliminated this week since all 12 of the duos have been drafted by me, Kevin, or Shuddy.
Yeah. This is the first week of eliminations, the first week that somebody's getting sent home. So that means one of us is going to be taking an L, and the other 2 people are going to be tap dancing on their nuts about it. I mean, it sounds weird. On paper, if you've never watched it, listened, you know, us doing MasterChef recaps, it's a little out there, but it is one of the more spectacular things that we do.
If you like what Jeff Clark does on this show, you will love what he brings to the table for Crafter Jeff.
Cream fraiche.
It's actually where a majority of the food-themed Jeff Clark drops come from.
Cream fraiche. Tapas pintos, corn cheese, duck boki.
Yeah,
Maki Chu.
Ibericos, Chistora con patata. No, that's the Ibericos. That was when we were talking about John Rahm's Masters menu.
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
right.
a lot of it is MasterChef or Crafter Jeff drops.
Yeah, so come check it out. Patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. Also, I do on the $10 tier, we all have our individual offerings, like What the Fuck Did I Just Watch with Shuddy and Dom.
We'll be discussing Boat Trip this week.
Oh shit, that the Cuba Gooding Jr. one?
Yes, that is the one.
Wow. Can't say I've ever seen that, but it's supposed to be pretty bad. So
I have
that'll be a
not
fun
seen
one.
it either. This was a Dom request.
You get to see all of Jeff's snack attacks. What was your most recent one? I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
It was, I had a pistachio ricotta cake that I got from this lady called the Godmother, who sets up like an Italian food tent down by the beach. Actually, she'll cook like 3 different pastas, arancinis, and she has a few desserts. So I
Nice.
got the pistachio ricotta cake and tried it. It's pretty good.
Sounds wonderful.
Mhm.
And then I do an episode of Kevin's Nerd Hole every week where I play video games. They're, picture-in-picture thing. They're mostly retro ones, but anytime something new comes out, I gotta do a video on that. So on Wednesday, the first installment of Mario Kart World on the Switch 2 will go up. So lots of fun stuff up there. Lots of fun stuff to go. And, you're supporting the underdogs of podcasting. All these big motherfuckers, they don't need your money. But we think it's nice.
Yeah, I need your money.
Yeah.
I need it.
We'll take your guys' support.
Especially after this week's U.S. Open.
Oh God, how did things go with your super bet, your golf super bet that you talked about last week?
I went from 4th to 5th place, but there's still 10 tournaments left. 4th place pays 40,000. 5th place pays 50,000 or 30,000. Excuse me. So I'm still in line to make a good amount of money. Took a slight step back, but the big tournament, the U.S. Opens this week. Actually, before I connected with you guys, since I fly tomorrow, I had to record my golf betting podcast today, and it hit the podcast feed, the Outkick Bets podcast feed, shortly after we started recording MSPH. So check that out. Connected with my buddy Mark Harris, Dan Z, to discuss the U.S. Open and give out our betting cards. I took a tough beat last week at the RBC Canadian Open. I had the guy who finished second and third. And the guy who finished second lost in a playoff. I sat there and watched the whole playoff. He's the best putter in the world, and he missed a 6-foot putt to win. It was brutal.
Oh,
Yeah, it sucked.
man,
It was,
has Lil Mama recovered after you kicked her out of the window when that happened?
yeah, after I Baxtered her. Yeah, no, she's all right. She's all right.
She's actually the sponge that dries up my tears.
Yeah. I'll wipe my tears off of Little Mama.
Well, yeah, check it out. Outkick Bets with Jeff Clark. Get your sports fix and the inside scoop on some betting odds and betting advice. It's all there, sports
Right.
friends. Check it out. Also, if you haven't seen it yet, the short film that I directed for the Mess Hall Film Festival is up on YouTube, so you can check it out. Waiting for Gosling. If you just search that, or if you subscribe to the bonus level productions page, is that what they call it? Channel. I've been working with my new friend Christian Trenier on this animation short, and we're coming through the final stages today. I was just having a bunch of emails with him earlier in the day. We're getting this thing across the finish line, so over the next month or two, I would say it should be up there. So
It's so fortuitous that he flew all the way to Austin to see John Cooper.
yeah, wonderful how that worked out, huh, Shuddy? So be sure to check that out. John Cooper posters, you can get them. I'll sign them. Etsy.com/shop/John Cooper movie. Oh my goodness, I didn't even talk about the John Cooper screening. I completely spaced on that. All right, we'll have to talk about that next week.
At the tub?
Yeah, at the tub. That was an interesting one. Very fun. But, got a couple stories, so tune in next week for those. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
At Jeffro Records.
And at MSPH Podcast. And at John Cooper Movie. And if you want to watch all of these shenanigans, go to youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. Check it all out there. And for some of you, we'll catch you on Patreon time. For everybody else, until next time, woo something!